Sometimes, life's cruelest jokes are the very moments that rewrite our destiny. What started as a cruel prank on a struggling single dad turned into the most unexpected love story, one that nobody, not even he, could have imagined. Stay with me till the end, because this is not just about love, but about how kindness and sincerity can change everything. Ethan Parker never had time for himself. At 34, he was a single dad raising his 7-year-old daughter Lily after his wife had walked out on them years ago. Every morning, he rushed to get Lily ready for school before heading to his job at a small hardware store. His clothes were simple, his shoes often worn out, but his heart was golden. He didn't have much, but he always had enough love for Lily. One evening, his co-workers, the kind who liked to laugh at Ethan's quiet nature and modest life, decided to play what they thought would be a harmless joke. They secretly signed him up for a blind date on an upscale dating app. To make it worse, they exaggerated his profile, painting him as a wealthy investor, knowing full well that when the woman discovered the truth, it would embarrass him. Ethan had no idea. He only knew that someone had agreed to meet him at a high-end restaurant downtown. He almost didn't go. He looked at himself in the mirror before leaving. His shirt was ironed but faded, his jacket old but clean. "Daddy, you look like a prince," Lily said, beaming, as she hugged him tightly. That was all the encouragement he needed. Meanwhile, across town, Amelia Hart, one of the city's most powerful CEOs, was tired of people chasing her for her money and status. At 32, she had built an empire, yet every date felt hollow, every smile rehearsed. When she saw Ethan's profile, charming in its honesty, different from the rest, she was intrigued. Little did she know this date was part of a cruel setup. When Ethan entered the glittering restaurant, he felt out of place. Crystal chandeliers hung above, couples in designer clothes whispered over wine. He spotted Amelia at the corner table. She was radiant, elegant, confident, and far beyond what he imagined. "Ethan?" she asked with a smile. "Yes," he said nervously, adjusting his jacket. At first he stumbled over his words, intimidated by her presence. But as the night went on, something shifted. His stories about Lily lit up his eyes, his laughter was genuine, and his kindness shone through. Amelia found herself laughing, smiling in a way she hadn't in years. She didn't see a struggling single dad. She saw a man full of heart. But across the room, a few of Ethan's co-workers hid, waiting to record his embarrassment. When Amelia discovered the truth, they didn't know the joke was about to backfire in the most beautiful way. Days turned into weeks. Amelia and Ethan kept meeting, and every time, she felt drawn to him. She loved how he put Lily first, how he never pretended to be someone he wasn't. For the first time in years, she felt safe, not because of his bank account, but because of his soul. One evening, Amelia visited Ethan's modest home. She was greeted by Lily, who ran up with a handmade drawing. "Are you my daddy's friend?" she asked innocently. Amelia knelt, tears welling in her eyes as she hugged the little girl. But the truth couldn't stay hidden forever. At a company gala weeks later, Amelia overheard two men laughing. "Can you believe it? We set that loser Ethan up on a blind date as a prank, and now he thinks the CEO is in love with him." The words pierced her heart. She realized then what had happened. Her chest tightened with anger, not at Ethan, but at the cruelty of those who mocked him. That night she confronted him gently. "Ethan, did you know our first date was a setup?" she asked. His face fell. Shame washed over him. I didn't. I swear, Amelia, I never wanted to trick you. I thought maybe someone actually saw me as worthy." Her heart broke. She reached for his hand. "Ethan, don't ever think you're unworthy. You're the most genuine man I've ever met, and I don't care how we met, because I don't want to lose this." The next day, Amelia made a bold move. At a press conference, she publicly praised Ethan, not by name but by story. She spoke of a man who reminded her that kindness, integrity, and love were worth more than money or status. Ethan's co-workers, who had once mocked him, now watched in stunned silence. The joke they had planned only highlighted his character and made them realize how small they truly were. Months later, Ethan stood at the park, watching Lily run ahead with Amelia by her side. His heart swelled. He hadn't just found love. He had found a partner who believed in him, in them. As Amelia slipped her hand into his, she whispered, "Life tried to make us a joke, Ethan. But the truth, we're the punchline, and it's beautiful. Sometimes the world will laugh at you, mock you, or even try to break you. But remember this, sincerity, love, and kindness will always outshine cruelty. Ethan wasn't the butt of a joke, he was the beginning of a love story greater than anyone could imagine. And maybe, just maybe, your own story is about to begin too.